Ho ho ho, welcome to the channel. My name is Chris Kringle, and today we're going to be polishing this piece of Brucite. Well, we're going to see if it's going to take a polish, because I don't know if it will or not. So we're going to go ahead and see if it'll take a polish, and see how it turns out. Let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and start on the 180 grit hard diamond wheel, just to get this generic shape around the outside of it. And I do see a small fracture right there, so that could affect that fracture to kind of go all the way through, but we're going to find out. Oh, that is so soft. That is so soft. Okay, we're going to... Okay. We are actually going to go to this other wheel over here, because that is unbelievably soft. So, we're actually going to be using the 140 Nova wheel by Diamond Pacific, not sponsored, but I do like the product. And we're going to keep shaping it because this is almost too aggressive. Ground down a little bit, which is still pretty rough, but that's okay. Up next, we're going to use the 280 grit Nova wheel. This is going to kind of further smooth it out, get rid of all the deep scratches and any of the other imperfections. Gotta keep the stone moving, because this is really, really soft material. Let's keep it soft. Go ahead, round off the edge a little bit. That water's cold. Grit 600 Nova wheels. So we're going to go ahead and use the worn 1200 grit. So I have two 1200 grits. This one's a fairly newer wheel. This one's fairly worn. We're going to use this one instead. I think the universe is against me on this one, because I went to go change out the 1200 grit wheel, the worn one with the 3000 grit, and I kid you not, well, I'll show you. I had the wheel up here, it fell down and landed straight onto the piece that I was working, but that's okay, not a big deal. I still want to see if we can get it to shine up, but I'm like, of all things, it falls on what I was working on here. This stuff's pretty soft, so I guess we'll see what we can do. Jeez. Oh, cheese and crackers. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the small piece. I didn't bother with the small piece there. I went to the cerium oxide wheel and I ran into an issue. So this stuff is so soft that the cerium oxide did not do it justice. I think this is the kind of the material similar to that of turquoise and other softer stones. Whereas if you use ZAM or even a metal polishing compound like a rouge, would actually do a lot better than an actual cerium oxide polish would. Super soft. So I left it at for the 3000 grit Nova wheel, and this was our result after the 3000 grit. And kind of see that you can still see a little bit there in the surface, some of the sanding marks, and that's why I say that it might be better to use the some other kind of polishing compound. I use Menzerna, and I think that would probably work on this piece if I were to use that with the Fordham. But today I just want to see if I can polish it with the Nova wheels, and it did an okay job. I would give that maybe like a C+. It could definitely be better. This was actually a fairly small piece, but and also I'm fogging it up a little bit. It's cold in the shop, so the heat is coming off my hands and fogging up the stone. I want to hear what you think of this little project in the comment section down below, and that is going to do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And until then, happy holidays and rock on.